Do you think you could destroy an entire system with just a map? I don't know, I'm just asking for a friend. 3 weeks ago, we elected Confused to be our president. But not only is Confused inactive, not only does he refuse to do stuff, but he's also so boring. His stupid hero complex stops him from thinking, how could I make the server actually fun? People were already doubting Confused.
I hope our VP is better, bro, and that when Confused dies, the VP takes over.
The distrust for Confused was already there, I just needed to harness it. And there's only one way I know how to. Yay, map arts. Map arts are great because not only could they help me spread propaganda for a hypothetical revolution, but as well, what they could do, and arguably what's more important, is that they show that I'm going to put effort into the server, because if you've ever made a map art, you would know it's not easy. I created this design. If I tilted my hand up a bit too much, we would have had problems, so I had to avoid that, but I also wanted to make it look like I was pointing towards the camera, I guess? I don't know. There's just one issue. I'm really poor right now, so I decided to employ an expert strategy called asking people nicely for stuff. Ivory 1080p, I have a request. Can you give me, like, a fully maxed out axe?
Why do you need this?
It's very, very unimportant, to be honest, but I need to get a lot of wood. Will shake the SMP just a little. Because Ivory, because Ivory, look around us right now, Ivory. Nobody has been online almost the entirety of today, almost the entirety of yesterday. People have not been as active as they used to be, and I have a plan to change that. Surprisingly, being super vague actually worked, and I was able to score myself an axe and a pickaxe. Okay, so I found a random island, and this is where I'm going to set base to make this map art. But Creeper, it's less than 2k blocks away from spawn. I don't care. I took a lot of acacia trees and just put them on the island where the map art's gonna be. That just makes it way easier because I plan on using a lot of acacia specifically. Building with slabs is annoying, especially when it's over water, but I mean, it's twice as efficient. That's just something that I can't give up. So in the poster, I'm supposed to be like holding a sign or something, and while in the poster it's black, I feel like in Minecraft I could just make it blue. Or what I could do is I could like switch up the colors and make the background blue instead of acacia, because that would save a lot of time. But I guess I don't really have a deadline on this. I have a deadline now. Confused wants to do an inauguration, and when I saw that, I was thinking, man, I have to get in on that. I could spread the revolution, but the issue was one thing. Confused was running it. I hastily made the poster. I quickly began making progress. All these years of making map arts have really started paying off, and it was really starting to come together. I just needed to make sure that nobody could find out. Duxity is interesting. He's one of my few friends on the server. I mean, we built Hydrox together. He helped me build Yizkaz. He helped me a lot in the server, but in the end, he was teamed with Confused, someone who I was actively planning a revolution against. And he knew what was going on. I know he did. So I told him. And then he just said it was about acacia wood. Dude, there's no way he believes that, okay? He may be egotistical, but he's not stupid. But just in case, I decided to ask Confused if I could get up on stage. He's not going to say, yeah, okay, never mind. As it got closer and closer to Inauguration Day, I realized that, man, this might be a bad idea. I had no clue if my allies would support me. I'm also just terrible at debating, and allyship with Confused is basically off the table now.
I spoke to a lot of you over this week about this event. It's a really important event, and I want to discuss the future of Spawn and the rest of the server. But before I do that, I think it's good that she gets Creeper to do a speech first.
Okay.
Oh, staring wheel.
Let me. Okay.
Yeah, space enough.
I created a whole script for this, but I might be going a bit off.
Half of my speech is dedicated to just hyping up members of the server, because up until this point, I didn't know if I wanted to start the revolution yet.
Look, I've learned quite a lot, you know, as a member of this SMP, and as a member of the Bedrock community in general. And look, I think that this server is a great place. Look, like what I've learned is that we don't scare easily. We never bow, we never break, we never bend, and we never succumb to the wishes of our rivals.
Is he quoting Biden?
By this point in the speech, I knew what I had to do. I knew the revolution had to happen. I could feel it. I knew that I needed to make a mark on the server. Because Confused, no matter how much I like him as a person, he wouldn't.
No, we endure.
My dumbass
We
game crash.
Shut the fuck up!
Yo.
No one cares!
Don't even get.
Shut the fuck up! No, we endure. We overcome. We thug it out. And we always, always, always move forward. With that, I have a very important message to say. There has been a real existential threat. And that existential threat is right there. Because this man, ever since he's taken control of the server, there's been a 68.6 decrease in the server activity.
Wait, what's happening?
And not only that, but he's joined every single SMP he can while continuing to sell us short. And while doing this, have you seen him a single time? I've seen him blow up.
What are you talking about here? You're
I
wearing
can
the
back
stuff
that up.
I just provided you
Get
with.
worse, and that's why
I
want
just
to join the
provided you with the
revolution.
stuff that you're wearing right now.
What did you drop?
You know who got it for me? You know who got it for me? Confused?
What's happening? I actually super confused.
Oofcraft. It was fucking Oofcraft. My goat.
I
Every
did
single
for
one
this
of you.
morning.
I want every single one of you to look at this man.
I
Every
did
single
for
one
this
of you.
morning.
I want every single one of you to look at this man. To look at the man who's barely ever logs on. And
I've logged on I've been on the entire week. You
You
can't really say I've been inactive.
you've been on 2 days.
Yeah.
You've been on 2 days.
Revolution!
You've been hatching this entire plan to kill multiple SMP members.
Creeper just did it. Gave everybody
You know who does
revolution.
that? Not President, a fucking tyrant, and I'm tired of this shit.
How does a tyrant do that?
With the SMP being more split up than ever and multiple people actually having a good reason to hate me, yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Is what I would say if I, knew how to PvP.
Yo, what are these GTA cutscenes? Why do y'all start walking away? Are y'all gonna disappear or something, bro? Yo, no, I'm sorry.
Yo.
No, I'm sorry, but yo, how am I not supposed to say something? Yo.